This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. Well, Rihanna and ASAP Rocky, it seems like they were at the game last night. I'm not sure. But I only put this out to say ASAP Rocky is spooky right now. This guy was caught wearing a thong on stage, a Fenty thong. I'm not even going to show it. That's how spooky it is. People are creeped out by this. I'm not shocked. Rocky has been playing for both teams, to me, for the past, ever since he came out, because he's always been a little sus, all right? He gets a lot of girls, but he's also been a lot of, very metro, if you know what I mean, metrosexual, But, this is the kind of guy that trims his eyebrows daily, he's very weird. He had great music in the beginning, but his music is obviously kind of falling off. I can kind of understand why. He has kids now and everything. He's kind of distracted. He's building a family, and he has the constant drama from Rihanna, right? They're constantly beefing with each other. Outside factors are affecting their marriage as well, like Drake. But for some reason, he felt like he needed to promote Fenty. He says, Jussie says, this got to be AI. I know this guy ain't got a thong on. This got to be AI. If not, who just said they go start wearing thongs? I told y'all, I feel sorry for the little boys in this world when we're going to say this is enough. When are we going to say that? Can a woman with a voice speak up? This is the worst generation ever. This is just sick. Rappers wearing thongs is about to be fashion? I'm going back to sleep. This world is coming to an end. He ain't lying. Come on. Certain things are a little weird, all right? ASAP Rocky got caught touching himself by his Space Ghost perf, doing the inevitable. I can't even say it. He was also exposed by some woman did an interview talking about this. I mean, spooky to me, I'll be honest. So Doordash sponsored this Rihanna and ASAP Rocky thing where they shoot a basket in the street. I don't know. Wemby got egged. Spurs leaving, right? These sports fans are crazy, bro. Tracy Morgan was crying after they won. I mean, it was a great comeback last night. I'm not a big sports guy, but I watched that little bit right there. I'm a fake sports person, and I saw the comeback was right at the end, bro. That's nuts. Coming from down by 20-something and up by 1. Jim Jones' album drops tonight. We'll see how that does. He's dissed everybody on the album. Cameron exposed him yesterday for not knowing any business with verses or anything. Cameron showed him how you can make more money with verses doing it yourself versus going through Swiss Beats, who's going to give you 20 grand when you can really make 200,000 plus doing it yourself. I mean, come on. He's right. Cameron is thinking bigger than just for the moment. He's thinking, hey, let's secure a bag if we're going to do it. That's the point he was trying to make, and Jim Jones wasn't even open to that. Rick Ross responds to why he's not flying on his private jet. He claims that Starlink is being installed on his jet. He says it costs $500,000. I looked it up. It's a $125,000 add-on. Okay? It's still a lot of money. I'm just saying rappers got to stop lying. Rappers got to stop lying and just saying, oh, yeah, this is the cost and this and that. We don't even know. This jet is registered to Rick Ross. I don't know if the Brett guy is in on it with him and, they let him register it under his name and Brett, helps pay for it. And Rick Ross bought it. I mean, that's possible. Rick Ross isn't broke, he can afford. It's really a lot of people can afford to buy the jet. It's maintaining the jet. Now Khaled, I don't know what he did. He bought a We the Best jet, almost a brand new jet, probably 10 years old. These guys are crazy, bro. There's no way, Khaled flying to New York cost him 50 grand, probably 25, 50 grand. For what? And this guy's going to be begging on his knees for a Drake verse in a second because, like, you got to keep this money coming in. You're spending, these people spend money like crazy, bro. Mayweather was spending like $1 million a month just paying people around him. And he's almost out of money. You got to be careful. There's no reason to live this lavish unless you're a billionaire, you know? And actually taking the jet makes you money. You know, like you make more money flying there private. Trippy Red pressed Adrian Broner after being disrespected because he was kind of glazing Dean the Great. He's like, oh, I was watching you before braids, and they say you glazing, and, you know. Trippy Red's really trying to get on these streams a lot. I noticed that. He's been on Garcia's, a bunch of them. Might as well go do a stream with Tekashi at this point. They might as well just let their... let bygones be bygones, you know? But, wait, let me play the Rick Ross thing. I didn't play. You got to see how pathetic this is, bro. And Jim Jones, I don't know, he's going on a bunch of interviews that are glazing him. He's given up on rap, though, I'll tell you that much. Like, it's just, I don't know where these people like Rick Ross and Jim Jones, I look at them in the same kind of situation as far as rap-wise. What happened? Like, why is Rick Ross doing boat parties now? You know, I'm saying it's still money, but it's like when you lower yourself to a certain standard, that's where you're going to stay. Sometimes you can't take every bag.
I just want to know where my jet at. I obviously didn't get the memo. It's being updated with Starlink. You know what Starlink is? Yeah, that's the...
He said he didn't get the memo? Notice how he said he didn't get the memo. He didn't know his jet was being updated.
The $500,000 Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's where my jet at. And I chose to fly commercial to Colombia to go party with Trick Daddy and Ball Greasy at the Escape the States vibe. And that was a hell of a vibe. I had an amazing time. When I was leaving, that hoodie was low. Rose did it big, the boat. And coming from a boss, I gotta let you know, ever look down on those young hustlers going to get some money. Don't you ever talk about these young entrepreneurs if they was flying first class, coach, economy, or private. I flew that shit for 20 years before I went and spent a 40 ball. And when I say that, I mean 40 million on a plane. But don't y'all ever talk down on no young hustlers that's going to get it. I don't care if you young hustlers drive
40 million, huh? 40 million. Rick Ross is okay. Let's look into this. Let's be a pocket watcher, okay? Jet tracker. All you got to do is type in his. I'm a professional hater, okay? I've perfected this over the years. I'm trained to spot lies, and Rick Ross is full of them. He's rich. Don't get me wrong. He's rich. Okay, so he flies. Let's see. Okay, so he is. Let's see. It's a Gulfstream G550. So that is an expensive jet. What year is it? Year. Let's see. I'll tell you. It's a 2012 Gulfstream. Okay, so you bought a used jet, which is normal. Okay, so used Gulfstream. I'll tell you. I mean, we'll just do an average price. Okay, most of these aren't giving me a price. Let's see. Cost. Let's just say average cost. Average cost. Okay, it's about 15 million, not 40 million. And operating this is where a lot of people go wrong, okay? $4.5 million to $5 million when flying roughly 400 to 450 hours per year because you got to rebuild the engines. Fixed costs is $1 million to $1.2 million annually, covering flight crew salaries, hangar space. Variable cost $10,000 per hour of flying in the air. That's a lot. But yeah, so that's basically how much it costs. Let's say Rick Ross is cheap. Probably spent $15 million. Okay, and I bet you he has some partners that help him maintain it. It has to be in some name, so they put it in that. But it is registered to Rick Ross, to his. It's registered to Maybach Air LLC. But who owns Maybach Air LLC? Well, it's not Maybach Music, so Maybach Air LLC could be him, Barrett, Maybach Air LLC owners. Dude, can you even find out? Let's see, Maybach Air, Rick Ross. Barrett. You know what's funny? Drake knew that Drake knows more than you think. You know, like he'll talk about. See, look, Mississippi, Maybach Air LLC, Laurel Road, principal address, mailing address in Mississippi. Okay, registered agent name, Robert William II. So this is his. But it's like, oh, you can do annual reports? Damn, you can get a lot of information. Okay. His mom is manager. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Listen, the guy's rich, okay? But he just rappers exaggerate. They lie. Anyways, this is Jordan Tao with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I don't see the purpose of Rick Ross owning a jet because it's not like he's flying on tour and making money with a jet and doing all these entrepreneur. He's doing it to flex. That's what Mayweather was doing it for too, and that never ends well, unfortunately. Is there...
Shit, if I send my jet to go pick my mama and I fly, motherfucking commercial, that's what I do for mama. If I send a jet to go drop her off, I walk for mama. Just so that shit y'all on, I miss that.
All right. Peace.